Ooh, Shadow Heatran versus Reshiram. Which is better as a fire type attacker for raids? Well, today we'll find that out together because many people have been asking whether Shadow Heatran or the raids are good for this month, and I'll answer that question in this video, alright? So hi to all of you guys! So yes, let me go ahead to show you guys the stat of the Reshiram and also the Heatran that we are working with for today. So this is my Hundo Heatran, Reshiram, alright, Hundo Reshiram that I caught long time ago with Fire Fang and Fusion Flare. Whereas this one is my Shadow Heatran I caught from Giovanni when I was in Netherlands, alright, and it has the IVs, you guys can see it has 866, so it's pretty bad in IVs, but you know what, we're gonna use it anyway. So the reason for that is because if I were to show you guys my other Shadow Heatran, I've not done a lot of Shadow Heatran raids yet, but this one has better IVs, this one has better IVs, all of them has better IVs, but the problem is they all have frustration. I'm not gonna unlock a new move on them because I would just like to work on this since I already have that unlocked. I can save a bit of resources doing that. Alright, and the IVs ain't gonna matter so much. Okay, so let's go back to our test subjects. Okay, over here, so this one I don't have to power up anymore because it's already powered up to level 50, but let's go to power our very first Shadow Heatran that I caught from Giovanni itself. Alright, let's go to see under battle over here. I want to show you guys the move though. So Heatran has access to Fire Spin and Bug Bite for the fast move. Charge move wise, it has a total of 6 different charge moves. But the charge move that you want to get is Magma Storm. It is the signature move of Heatran and it is a very good move. So in order to get it, you have to use an Elite Charge TM. Alright, so let's go ahead and power up to level 50 first. Alright, let's go. 615,000 Stardust, boom. Alright, make sure you do not purify it because we are comparing a Shadow versus the Heatran, versus the Reshiram. Yeah, why do I keep calling it Heatran? Yeah, alright, so anyway, let's go ahead to give it Magma Storm now. Awesome. Alright, so it has Fire Spin and Magma Storm. It's ready. Okay, so now that we're ready, let's see which Pokemon we're gonna use the test on. Actually, is the one in front over there. You guys can see the Bombardier. Alright, so the thing about Heatran though, and also Reshiram, their typings are very much different. Alright, if you guys notice that Reshiram is a Fire and Dragon typing Pokemon, whereas Heatran is a Steel and Fire typing Pokemon. So let's go ahead to go to our test subjects. Let's go ahead to bring in our Reshiram. Alright, so we'll be using only Reshiram for now, and then we will see how much health we can bring it down to. The Bombardier, I hope it's not running a Rock Throw though. Let's, you know, I do not know if it's running a Rock Throw or not. But if it's running the other move, great. But let me go ahead to clear my throat a little bit. Excuse me. Yeah, my throat is still not feeling well, but it's okay, no worries. Let's go to ready up now. Okay. So, we will just be using our Reshiram, and then we'll see how much health we can take out from the Bombardier. And Bombardier is a very glassy Pokemon. I mean, it deals a lot of damage, but at the same time, you know, it's going to take a lot of damage. So let's see, the timer on the top is going to show 180. Okay, awesome. We'll be using only Fire-type moves. Even though we are doing a neutral damage, alright, we'll just make do with it. So it's running Fly as the charge move, and what's the fast move? Oh, it's running Wing Attack. Okay, I can see it's running Wing Attack. But let's see if we can get it down to I do not know how to tell right now to see how much damage we're gonna do, but we're just gonna make do with whatever we can. I'm not even sure whether we can get it down to half health, honestly speaking. Okay, but it may not be a very conclusive experiment, but I can tell you guys that Shadow Heatran is very good. Okay, it is better than Reshiram in this situation right now in the current meta. Alright, we shall show you guys under Poke Battler in a bit here and there also after we are done with this battle, because I don't think I can get it down to half health. Okay, but let's see. Okay, well, it's almost down to half health. It's very close, but I'm not sure if we can actually do it or not. I mean, it's going to use its Fly now, and we are just got taken out. Okay, I guess see the word came out. Okay, letter in between the letter E and letter C. Okay, I do not know, I didn't see the timer though, but let me go ahead to review the footage and we'll see how much timer. Let me go ahead to stop the video first, and then we'll see how much time was that we took it down to letter E and letter C. Okay, when the Zekrom came in. This is a good thing about screen recording of stuff, guys. You basically can see stuff that happens. Okay, so it's 120 seconds, 121 seconds when my Reshiram went down, so that's a total of 59 seconds. And then we did one fast move with our Zekrom, and then we can see that it's in between the letter E and letter C, alright, of the health of the Bombardier, alright. So you guys can see that it's in between the letter E and letter C. The only time when the super effective word comes out is when the Zekrom came in. So it's over here, in between the letter E and letter C. Okay, so I think we can firmly say that 59 seconds is in between the letter E and letter C. I think that's what I will take it as E for now, but I'm not sure how exactly we're gonna do this, but just put 59 seconds for now. And then we are gonna do the next battle against the Bombardier again, now using our Heatran, because Heatran does resist flying. Okay, so then it'll take in less damage than the Reshiram, so that's something to take into consideration also. But what we can do is we can get it down to at 121 seconds, regardless of how much damage we deal, we would then bring in our Zekrom and do one fast move. Okay, and then we can see how much health is left. We can zoom in and see also. But because of the fact that I'm going to suffer less damage, the Heatran is going to suffer less damage from the fly and even the wing attack, we're not going to use our charge move as frequently as compared to the Reshiram, because when you actually do get hit by the charge move, you do get extra energy also. Okay, depending on how much damage you suffer. Okay, 180 seconds on the clock over there on the top. Let's go ahead to use our Magma Storm all the way. Awesome. Alright, so remember 121 seconds, we will swap into our Zekrom, yeah, 121 seconds. Okay, looks rather promising, but of course in this situation, I would love to use a Stone Edge more than using my Fire type moves on the Bombardier. Or even, yeah, I mean, both Pokemon actually does have Stone Edge. Even Reshiram, yeah, does have Stone Edge. Okay, damage looks pretty promising now. I mean, we are also suffering quite a bit of damage. I mean, remember, we are using a Shadow Pokemon here, though. Okay, but the Fly is dealing yep, still rather significant amount of damage. Oh my god, it actually did double Fly. Can we even survive, though, to actually do that? I mean, just now the RNG, the Bombardier actually did not use its Fly that often or so, so maybe we were able to do more damage. Okay, come on. Oh, okay, come on. One more time, do not use your fast move. Okay, one more time, do not use your charge move, sorry. Do not use your charge move. Okay, looking very good. The experiment seems to be a bit fine. Okay, 1, 2, 1, there we go. We goes down. Okay, let's see. Okay, we are there. I think we can quit now. Okay, and let's see where we land up at. We can quit this, and I'm also gonna go ahead to stop the recording. Okay, so I can see the recording with you guys. Okay guys, now that we are done, let's go to see over here the next recording. This over here, this was the one that we just did, yeah. So let's see towards the end over here. 1, 2, 1. I think it's 1, 2, 1 that we kind of got taken out about there. All right, it's not really very accurate, but let's go to see over here. Let's see the amount of health that is at when we actually did the first move, the first fast move onto it, about there. Okay, we can zoom in here to see it's about the same. Alright, but it shows that, you know, Shadow Heatran actually does about the same good job amount of damage as compared to Reshiram itself. But of course, you're comparing a Shadow Pokemon, which would then require more Stardust to power up, and also require more candies, I guess, to power up. But in this situation, we can see that we're not suffering more damage, that we actually do not fire off our charge move that frequently, and hence why that's the reason also. But we survive slightly better than the Reshiram, I would say so. But whatever the case is, the Heatran, the Shadow Heatran, is actually a very good Pokemon to get if you guys want to get it for yourself. You guys can see it is literally, I would say, almost on par with the Reshiram itself. I would say in certain situations, either one of them will be better, because, like, for example, Reshiram in its Dragon typing, it resists grass, it also resists water, it also resists anything that Dragon resists. But of course, with the Fire typing, then it becomes neutral to water. Whereas Heatran is weak to water, it's also double weak to ground, and with its Steel typing, it does resist certain typings, like for example flying, or even rock, that it becomes neutral damage instead of, you know, super effective damage onto the Reshiram. So it really depends on the situation that you're in, but I'll tell you guys that Shadow Heatran is something that you should not miss out on. I'll tell you guys that it's something that I will try and get myself a better IV one, and I'll upgrade it to level 50 also, and then I'll use it for the rocket battles. Alright, but that's it from me, man. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed some insight, some information towards this month's raid boss. Oh my god, I just realized also though, we are comparing a 3900 CP Pokemon versus a 4500, so that's a lot of difference in the damage also. Alright, but that's it from me, man. If you guys enjoyed this video and found this video useful, definitely remember to leave a like on the video. Be much appreciated. Thank you very much, and I'll see you guys in the next episode in the next video. Alright, it's time to say goodbye. Say goodbye. I need to fight the Bombardier though before it despawns.